Cork have made 6 changes to their team after the league final defeat 7 weeks ago. Anthony Nash is the new goalkeeper. Conor O'Sullivan and Tom Kenny come into the defence. Darren Sweetenham is the new midfield partner for Lorcan McLaughlin, and Conor Lehane and Jamie Coughlin are new to the forward line. Tipperary have left Owen Kelly and Lar Corbett out of their team. Declan Ryan makes 3 changes from their Munster opener against Limerick. Conor O'Brien, Shane McGrath and the Bonner-Mar are all now in Tip's starting 15. Shane McGrath over his shoulder, forward for O'Brien. Chance for Tipperary, and there is the first score of this Munster semi-final. Put over the bar by Noel McGrath. And Coughlin after a short sideline cut, and he's gone past Cahill. Jamie Coughlin inside, goal chance, and it's put over the bar by Darren Sweetenham on his championship debut. Owen Cadigan, the dual star. Conor Lehane blocked out brilliantly by Brendan Maher. Skips away from Pa Burke, but Lehane is on it. These guys have pace to burn. Lehane off his left side, going for the point and getting it. Brilliant score for Conor Lehane on his championship debut, and these young guys know no fear. Brilliant from Pat Cronin, catching it first time shooting. He deserves a score for the Catalogue. 2 he's caught cleanly in the air, and a wonderful score, best of the match so far. Here's the Bonner-Mar for Tipperary. Cork putting it up to them in the early stages. Out in front is Noel McGrath. That was comfortable for Tipperary. Garrod Ryan for Tipperary. All very tight. Here's John O'Brien. Over-elaborating. Garrod Ryan has it again, a little bit of space to do his work, and that's drifted over the shoulder of Noel McGrath. Conor O'Sullivan just in front of him for Tipperary. They're queuing up as they look for possession. Pa Burke has to dig it out, steadies down, shoots and scores, and that's gone over. And that was comfortable again for Tipperary. Right down the middle, Pa Burke got across towards it. Brendan Maher could have got it, but it's Pa Burke instead. Burke for Tipperary. They do that well, and he does it extremely well. That is another point for Pa Burke. Put the hand up, couldn't hang on to it, got it second time around. Brendan Maher lets it move quickly. And Maher was there, and Noel McGrath indeed, and now Bonner-Mar. And Brian O'Mara, a good score, very good score. Just shifting through the gears.
Every time Cork score, Tip come back with a score. Ding-dong struggle here. Excellent game to this.
Nash went for Pat Cronin. Now Paudie O'Sullivan. Great kick. He's no stick anymore though. Goal scoring chance. It's put over by Jamie Coughlin. Darren Sweetenham clears for Cork. Paudie O'Sullivan drifting out the field. Wonderful from Paudie O'Sullivan. Steadies down, shoots. He deserves a score, and he's got one. Really fine point from Paudie O'Sullivan. Great skill to set himself up, and he slotted it over.
5 of Cork forwards have scored from playing on Pat Hogan, 4 frees.
Cork by 11 points to 8. Lorcan McLaughlin doing really well in the air. It's Patrick Horgan, and Horgan, oh, what a glorious point from Patrick Horgan. Stunning. Brendan Maher made time for himself. That's gone a bit short, gives the defenders Cork a chance to get out for it, and after a fashion they get it. Owen Cadigan foul. John O'Brien claiming it was side to side, but it was a fair bit away, and there's a yellow card for John O'Brien for that. Cork are under pressure now. Brendan Maher had 2 goals of taking possession of the ball, and that was a really nice point from Brendan Maher. Lorcan McLaughlin of Cork belts it forward. Paudie O'Sullivan not in the right position initially to get that, but the error from Paul Curran gave him half an opportunity, and O'Sullivan hasn't given that up. There's a tussle off the ball. There were some hurleys flying as Conor O'Mahony comes out with it for Tipperary. O'Sullivan across after it. Michael Cahill there has been put under a lot of pressure all day by the Cork forward. Now for Tipperary, it's Shane McGrath, just threw the ball away. Onto it is Patrick Horgan. Brilliant passage of play this from the two teams. And Horgan steadies down and shoots and fires that over. And a huge moment in this Munster semi-final. Several times Tipperary, their backs had control of the ball, but Cork put them under relenting pressure and they lead by 2. Now it's Brian O'Mara. O'Mara trying to bore a way through. He hasn't caught that shot well. He was half blocked down, and the referee has spotted something in there, and he's given Cork, or given Tipperary indeed, a free in. Burke, I wonder will he try and really concern all of these Cork defenders and Nash in the goal. Burke drills it. Came off a stick and then off the post, I think, but Cork able to clear with Owen Cadigan. There is the whistle for the end of the first half. The first half of this match is over and Cork leading by 14 points to 12. Great cut from Brendan Maher. It was Owen Cadigan's and then he lost it. For Tipperary, the Bonamara lets it go to Brian O'Mara in that half forward position. The Tipperary man bearing down. William Egan of Cork is there with him, and O'Mara really gave that everything, and he's put it over for the first point of the second half. He buried that. William Egan for Cork. Now, Pádraig O'Sullivan steadies down. We got one in the first half. That's a gorgeous point. He had a lot to do. Made the space for himself so well and fired it over. The Bonamara, brilliant. From the Tipperary centre forward. Lara Corbett running off of John O'Brien. Corbett is free. Just a little bit behind him. Here's Lara Corbett for Tipperary. Lets it go. Goal chance, and it's buried in the back of the net by Noel McGrath. The comeback man involved in it. Noel McGrath burying it past Anthony Nash.
Great catch from Patrick Bonamara there, and this guy has great vision, and he picked out John O'Brien onto Lord Calvert. Noel McGrath steadied himself and stuck it in the corner. Great goal from Tip.
Kane McCarthy will be in next time we get the opportunity for Cork. Here's Pádraig Maher. Rare chance for him to surge forward. Pádraig Maher for Tipperary. Maybe that is the move. He punches the air in delight, Pádraig Maher. Conor O'Mahony belts it forward for Tipperary, and that is high on Brian Murphy. Now John O'Brien was booked in the first half and he's gone. Tipperary down to 14 players. John O'Brien with a yellow card against him and sent off here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. They lead by a goal, but now they're a man down.
Well, you would have to say that was a needless tackle, and John O'Brien's an experienced player.
Brendan Cummins with the free. It's got very dark overhead. The Bonamara lets it off. Here's Brendan Maher for Tipperary. Nice point. Nice point. Pádraig O'Sullivan. Kane McCarthy. McCarthy steadies down and he's got his point. Very fine point. Cadigan fires that up towards Patrick Horgan. Now it is Keane McCarthy. He's got one already. Spins round, spots a man in a better position. That was Pádraig O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets the point for Cork. Punches the air in delight. Here comes Conor Lahan for Cork. There was no pressure on him at all, and Tipperary just switched off. Forced into the mistake. Loose clearance. Cal Burke has been really good from the frees and good from open play as well. And they've opened up a 2-point lead. Flicked down by Patrick Horgan, and he's got away from his man Horgan. Clever little hand pass outside to the free man. Jamie Coughlin, the 20-year-old, has made a really fine championship debut and fires that one over.
The game has really opened up now, loads of green areas, and whatever team uses that ball, that's the ball we win it.
Noel McGrath has it for Tipperary, and that was comfortable again. They did that many times during the first half. Wonderful ball fired in, I think, by Shane Burke. Frantic moments, here's Pa Burke, great catch from Burke, he's got a free man to his left and also behind Noel McGrath there. McGrath steadies down, shoots and scores for Tipperary. That is a quality point after a frantic passage of play. Corey Marr, that was taken away from Marr. Now an opportunity for Cork, they need a point, and Daniel Carney has given it to them. They're not gone away yet by any means, it's still plenty of time for Cork. Luke Farrell trying to get there, but Michael Cahill using his experience, but Farrell still has it as Hurling is pulled back. Farrell hooped for Cork. They need a goal from somewhere, and Paulie Marr, who else, comes up with the ball for Tipperary and belts it clear. But Cork's Shane O'Neill has got it, free in coming, and they've less than a minute to come up with a goal.
The last thing you'd want to do is hit it wide there. A point will put you in the game if you get a free from the puck out.
2 minutes of time being added on, and Horgan follows instructions. Jimmy Barry told him to put it over the bar, and he's done just that. The 2 minutes are up, and it's all over here in Cork and Quay, and Tipperary celebrate wildly as they get through to another Munster final. It was never going to be easy today. It was a battle right to the end, and just a point between them, as Tipperary win by 122 to Cork's 24 points.
We got a great goal there, I think, a fantastic goal, put us 2 or 3 points up, I think, and when Jono went off then we lost our shape for a little bit there, but credit to the guys, they dug deep there and they won a few 60-40, 40-60 balls there in the finish. They showed real character.
Noel McGrath got a fantastic goal, and they worked that situation very, very well. Maybe when we had opportunities in similar situations, we might learn to do something in the future for younger players. It takes time to get to that level, and we're working very hard to get to that level.
Well, I suppose with a bit of a layoff there for a few months, you're always going to feel a little nervous trying to get back into things, but I'm just delighted to be able to get the opportunity to get back involved with the lads over the last 6-7 weeks, and just delighted to get a few minutes there today, and just all I really want to do is contribute to